Yet I would just like to be clear, like, if there's a polycule somewhere in Ireland that is just, like,
doing rehab and also a polycule?
And is just supporting Keffels, based.
Hey everyone. So we were gonna end stream, but then we had a short little discourse, and I wanted to get it done real quick just because it's tremendously silly. So
It's true.
one of the things that happened recently this week was that Keffels there was echoes of dear Keffels coming back. We stan Clara. We think she's great. She's been a pretty nice new friend, and when she went to rehab, I thought it was a really good decision. And so did ZZ. She's been really nice to us. She's been really, super cool. I'd love to play Raft with her, but
Raft. Poppy and I have a group game with both of us in Raft, but it'd be super fun to play some more with somebody else.
Absolutely. So the reason why we bring this up is that Keffels has been slowly but surely coming back, and recently, I think either it has happened or it's about to happen. Maybe it's I think on 30th. I don't remember, but basically, she's going to be doing, I think, a Patreon stream, and has returned just in time for Discourse. Yeah. So long story short is, of course, with her return to the internet, dumb happens. So she's come back. She's been trying to keep her head down, just being a chatter and doing stuff like that. And it's been really fantastic. And of course, people on Twitter had to act like hats. And I just want to talk about this for a second because it really bothers me. So we actually have a video about Keffels and how Twitter reacted to her addiction.
Mm-hmm.
That video got demonetized because reasons, but that video is actually what caused us to get way more diligent about editing out like swears and certain terms, because again, like the problem is that like YouTube's getting more and more aggressive about TOS. But also when Keffels came back, this happened. So for those who can't read this, it basically says, thanks to this lovely person named Cactus, apparently Keffels lied about going to rehab and went to some polycule in Ireland instead. Thanks, I hate it. So you can see mom here. Do you have evidence of this, or are you just talking out your ass because you hate a trans woman? Like, seriously. Hans of Akir, I don't want to believe this because it'd be pretty heartbreaking for any of her fans who still believe in her, but God, if true, she's just a professional scam artist. It's not true. That's really good to know. Thank you. I was holding out for more info. Sources would be appreciated. The burden of proof lies on the person making the claim. If you're going to claim that Keffels was in another country joining a polycule, you're going to have to prove it. For someone who doesn't want to believe, you sure are interested in asking the wrong person to substantiate. True. Also, gay Fesh, friend of the show. Love me some Fesh. Do you have evidence of this besides just stating that Kiwi Farm says so? What evidence? What's the specific evidence? It probably came to them in a dream, probably. Sounds like she was telling the truth then. First off, not true. Second off, you shouldn't believe Nazi organizations on anything, no matter what they give you. Third, based, get it Keffels. Public loser friend of mine, good person. Is there any evidence of this at all? Shark Zero, we love some shark. One of my other personalities persona is a shark, so I feel a kinship. Stop using Kiwi Farms as a source. Demon Face Shay, also a person I know on Twitter. Your source is Kiwi Farms. Off. You should have said Canada. Nobody would believe Keffels went to Ireland. I gotta do that. So Gammy, this is official Gammy saying sauce Kiwi Farms. So you can know this person right here is a Nazi. Never believe that anti-Semites are completely unaware of the absurdity of their replies. They know what their remarks are frivolous, open to challenge, but they are amused with themselves, or it is their adversary who is obliged to use words responsibly, since he believes in words. The anti-Semites have the right to play. They even like to play with discourse, for, by giving ridiculous reasons, they discredit the seriousness of their interlocutors. They delight in acting in bad faith, since they seek not to persuade by sound arguments, but to intimidate and disconcert. If you press them too closely, they will abruptly fall silent, loftily indicating by some phrase that the time for argument is past. Based. How is that not therapy? So psychosocialism, also friend of the show. Love it. Y'all will just make a run with it. Y'all should be ashamed. Source, I made it up. In before you delete this because you got proven wrong. Works cited. Crack pipe. I wake up, there's another psyop. I wake up, there's another psyop. I am now a Keffels super fan. Keep it up, queen.
Yet I would just like to be clear, like, if there's a polycule somewhere in Ireland that is just, like...
doing rehab and also a polycule?
And is just supporting Keffels, based.
My sources, I made it up. So, why are we talking about this?
At least this post got fact-checked by, like,
everyone. A lot of people. So why are we bringing this up? This is just a stupid Twitter post. Well, for one, this Twitter post got 39 bookmarks, 23 retweets, a lot of quote tweets. One of them was me, and a lot of likes. Not a ton of likes, but it was seen by over 218,000 people. So, the J crowd and a lot of the more abusive sides of Twitter, I'm looking at a certain Faye, are basically the people that are going to jump on this and be happy with it. Because again, the reality is again, these are abusers. They want to go after Clara. They want her to overdose. They want her to be harmed. So the thing is that like, the reason why I want to talk about this is that not only is this just abhorrent, it's actually, and again, this is ableism. And it's ableism in a sense that is incredibly sinister, because what it's essentially come down to is that these people want her to relapse. They want her to be harmed through addiction. They have no idea that this is not in her, this is not something that she asked for. It's not something that she wanted. And they will make up anything from, they tried to claim that she used the money for the GoFundMe for drugs, when in reality, there has just recently been a news story, I'll find that real quick, basically covering the fact that she has instituted the actual very real process of starting her legal battle to get very real justice for her being treated so terribly. Here it is. Today, transgender advocate Keffels filed a human rights complaint against London police for humiliating discriminatory conduct. Trans rights are human rights, justice for Clara Sorrenti, discrimination, LGBTQIA+. So again, I did see some people who were genuinely decent and said that, you know what, I was wrong and I shouldn't have called it out now. The fact that they accused her initially of doing this at all is insanity. But the fact that some people actually legitimately tried to apologize, good on you. To the other people that are continuing this narrative, I want you to look at anyone who said this. Anyone who said this notion that Clara had used this money for drugs, or that she was stealing this money, or it was a grift or anything. These are not leftists. These are not allies. They are not fellow queers to be trusted. They are people who are grifters and Nazis. They weaponize progressive language as a means to engage in control. I am not with you on this. I am tired of these Nazis on this website. Again, the issue is that I wanted to bring this up just briefly because I want people to start being more diligent about paying attention. This is something Zena and I talk about a lot. There's a reason why ZZ's not on the Bird app. Zena stays happily on the Elephant app, and the Elephant app is much nicer sometimes. But the issue being is that Clara did not deserve any of this. She did not deserve to be doxxed. She did not deserve to be swatted. She did not deserve to get a drug habit. She did not deserve anything that happened here. And these people weaponize this for the express purpose of creating some desire for a false justice because they hate this woman. So we have to be 1,000% clear. If you're going to actually make claims like this and you consider yourself a member of our community or one of the other larger streamers communities, you better come to bang. Because the issue is that I think, and obviously we're a little tiny 7,000 sub YouTube channel. By the way, yay, we're at 7,000. But the issue being is that this behavior should not be tolerated by any community. This whataboutism bullshit, going after people, is utter nonsense. And so I just wanted to bring this up really briefly because ZZ hadn't got a chance to see all of it. And also because I really feel for Clara here. I really like Keffels. Do I like all of her content? No, but I don't like all of anyone's content. I don't even like all my content. But what I do like is her as a person. I like her being alive. I like being able to talk with her in texts. I like her continuing to exist. I like the fact that she is out of rehab and thriving. And there's a very large group of people who are supporting her. And if you're part of the groups that did this, ask yourself if you really do think of yourselves as the good guys. Because either you're deluding yourself or you're doing wrong. Simple as. So we wish Keffels the best of luck to her return to streaming. We absolutely love her. She wants to play Raf with us. Hit us up.
True.
And
we like other video games too.
That's true.
We just know that she also likes Raf.
There's always Stardew. But with that said, we will, we'll see you next time.